It's time for the Rip City Wrap-Up. The Rip City Wrap-Up is brought to you by Dick Hanna Subaru, Believe in Nice, and Jack in the Box. Now here are your hosts, Joe Simons and Danny Marang.
Your Portland Trailblazers put up 139 points against the Golden State Warriors, and Tiago Splitter gets his first win as head coach of your hometown team. A lot has happened in the last 48 hours. Hello. Welcome into Rip City Wrap-Up. Danny Marang, Joe Simons, chime into the conversation. There's a lot to discuss. Use the hashtag RC Wrap-Up. We're keeping hashtags alive here,
There
Danny.
you go. Why not? It's 2025. What is old is new again. Tiago Splitter not only got his first win, he got his first bath as a coach. As a coach.
Cold water.
As a coach.
Nothing about the man's personal hygiene on day one. He just started the job.
Well put together.
So I think we're going to start with the game. We're going to get to Chauncey. We have to talk about it. We haven't talked about it since it's happened. But we're going to start with the game because...
What a game.
Leading up to it, dude, I'm like, this feels weird. And the game started, and then it didn't.
Well, I'll
You
tell
were in the arena.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. To be bluntly honest, I said it all day on the radio yesterday and again today. There is not an outcome in this game that was going to surprise me. Just period, point blank. There was nothing that could have happened that was going to surprise me.
This one's a little bit surprising. 140? 140.
I mean, 139.
Excuse me.
Cowards.
What did? Yeah, I really wanted the 140 to hit. Like, what was the thing that everyone's like, oh, well, this team can't score. They're going to be scrappy. They're going to play defense. But where's the scoring going to come from?
Well, it turns out when the Warriors are very small, they can't take care of the ball. They have zero rim protection, and there's just a path with a runway worker going right down here. Please drive down the lane, down to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
Al
up,
Horford,
go.
Very good basketball
Not saving
player.
that.
Not saving that.
No.
A little past his prime. He could have helped.
They're teeny tiny.
But
and
still,
if they don't have guys just burying threes and killing you every single time, look, Steph was incredible. If they don't have Steph having that performance, this is, I mean, again, Warriors are coming off a back-to-back against who? Denver. At altitude, nightmare travel, all those things, overtime game, Steph heroics, Jimmy heroics, old team, early season.
Sure.
Probably look at the Blazers going, look what's going on there. We could probably handle business, be okay. We just played in the preseason. We did well against them then. Well, they didn't. And I wasn't sure how to feel talking to members up and down the organization, getting to talk to a few players before the game. Somber, certainly. Emotional, certainly. Hurting, certainly.
Yeah, it's weird.
Chauncey means a lot to those guys, just flat out. And this is a mild lesson, I guess, in trauma management in the sense of, anytime something heinous ever happens, there's always the people on the outside like, how did you not know? Or how could you possibly still feel this way about this person? It's like, well, because that person means something to them. When you hear like, oh, you always hear the story like, the neighbor kid who was such a nice kid. Well, it's because all of your experiences with him have been positive. Like Chauncey didn't give them anything to make them question this, right?
Sure.
And so I think there was a sense of betrayal.
Yeah.
That led into
That's
that.
the appropriate word, Dan, because obviously, look, I've never met Chauncey. He seems like a warm guy in press conferences. Like, I get why people are charmed by him in person. I get why the team would feel the way they do about him. He's a player's coach. He's very popular in the locker room. And I think the duplicitous nature of what he's accused of is the thing that makes you feel so betrayed and hurt by it. Like, look, Chauncey wasn't the most popular coach in the history of the Portland Trailblazers. Like, there's no secret about that. His record wasn't great.
Players loved him.
Loved in the locker room.
Loved
in the locker room. And I think that, I guess we're getting into it now.
It feeds into the game.
Well, it does, but I do want to say on it, like, I know that this was a great result. And I know that Tiago Splitter is a hot coaching prospect. Like, this is a name we're going to get familiar with. We're going to talk more about. But this is a guy who comes from a pedigree of San Antonio Spurs, the Greg Popovich infrastructure.
Pop and Ime Udoka.
Exactly.
Like those are his coaching trees.
You're coming from great tutelage in terms of coaching. So it's an exciting hire. The circumstances are otherworldly bizarre.
Yeah.
And, you saw Tiago speak twice tonight, probably for the first time for certainly me, for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people are watching Paris basketball.
Probably not. Well,
some of you sickos are, and a lot of you guys.
I know you probably are, for goodness sakes. It's difficult. He was the first person from the organization up there talking about this, and you could see he's like, This is weird for me too, guys. I'm also trying to figure this out. I'm the head coach all of a sudden, but he said, I'm prepared for this moment. He looked prepared for the moment. This looked very comfortable. They played a comfortable style of basketball. And I'm sure to some degree, maybe a big degree, just probably good to get on the court and play basketball.
Check out for two and a half
thinking
hours.
about this. Not having the media hound you in the practice facility. Yeah. Like, this is a weird experience for everybody. Like, it is beyond a basketball story. It's beyond a Portland story. I watched
it's a national
ABC
and
News
story.
Yesterday, and David Muir sat there, and behind him was a picture of Chauncey Billups. This is surreal, the situation that we're in right now. And the team was able to look at that and say, we got to put that aside and play basketball. And now there's good vibes. You flipped it really quick.
I don't know what Tiago said or didn't say before the game, but I was in the room and for his quasi-introductory press conference and how he handled that. And I came away thinking in that press conference that, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, I think Tiago was pretty angry. Was pretty angry that Chauncey Billups put him in this position. The way that he put him in it. He got a question from Ramona Shelburne, entirely fair question. It was an entirely fair answer from Tiago. Tiago, he was asked just kind of like what he thought about gambling and sports and everything. And he was like, Ramona, he's got a relationship with Ramona from ESPN and obviously covered the NBA for a long time. Tiago, a long-time player. He's like, I'm just not comfortable answering that question right now. I'm gonna no comment that. And you could tell he wasn't angry at her. I think he was just angry at all of it.
How am I sitting here right now?
Why am I sitting here having to do this?
This question. Yeah. Like, I'm sure it's got to be such a weird balance of, oh my God, my lifelong dream is coming true of being an NBA head coach, the circumstances of which literally no one else has dealt with. No one has had this preamble to being a head coach. And it's funny, I was talking
There's no playbook to navigate this.
Well, I was talking with producer Danny backstage about, hey, is this good that it happened now? There's no optimal time for a scandal of this nature to occur. But because you have 81 out of 82 games, you can change the narrative of the season. This will always be in the background. This story isn't going away. It's just getting started. We don't know what's really happened. It's an accusation at this point. Doesn't look great.
No.
But it's just the beginning of this, and this is going to be a thing that's a subtext for the entire season. However, the cliche is true for a reason, man. Winning cures all. And when they hung 139 on the board, Tiago got a great ovation in the arena tonight. Like, the fact that they came out and played this good, it's a really good sign for this. It's way too early to say this is going to be a galvanizing thing, but you hope that that's what this turns into.
Yeah. No, like I said, I didn't. There wasn't a surprise. There wasn't a way this was going to go. It was surprising to me. But if I had a feeling, it was going to go one of two ways. It was either going to be a galvanizing force or they were just going to fall apart at the seams. And both would have been fine, considering the circumstances, the emotions, the mentality, everything that kind of comes with it. Everything would have been fine. Every single possible outcome was fine. And with the way they started the game defensively, I was like, okay, that's there. But offensively, they couldn't throw a rock in the ocean from inside the boat. It was just brick after brick after brick after brick. And I started wondering, legs a little there, not there? The motion just kind of sapped this out of you? Are you a little amped because, your brain's clicking back over? But they survived the Steph apocalypse, 16 points in the first quarter. And they were able to tie it up coming out of the first. And
that was the key of the ball game to me. Because they were able to withstand what was happening. And with Steph, when he's in one of those modes, there ain't nothing.
The stuff he was throwing was disgusting.
You can do. But to take those body blows, to take those uppercuts, and be able to not only stay in the game, but tie it after the first
your way out of the
quarter,
quarter.
It was a huge win for the Blazers to tie that game. And then the avalanche came. I mean, you look at their points tonight, 28 in the first, like we said, 41, 34, and 36 in the fourth quarter. They had over 100 points. We got, discounted Mickey D's very early on.
Yeah, no, it was surprising because they were struggling a ton in converting their transition opportunities. They were turning them over. My God, watching Matisse Thybulle, Blake Wesley, Chris Murray, Drew Holiday, and Toumani Kamara, all five of those guys just hound the living bejesus out of the Warriors every single time up the floor. You're just sitting there going, good luck dealing with this for 48 minutes. Have fun, dog, because that's just pure unadulterated nightmare fuel. Because that team, that Warriors team, as good as they are and as talented as they are, they don't have the ball handlers, the creators to do that. Like, Dre can't sit there and initiate the offense with Toumani Kamara wearing him like a cheap suit for 90 plus feet. It's just not. Draymond's not that kind of player, and Steph is not that kind of player. He's not a guy. He has on-ball juice certainly, but what makes Steph special is he just flies around off the ball. Pods can't handle the ball like that. They don't have another guy. Jimmy, as good as he is, he's a good secondary creator, but if he's triggering your offense the entire time with Matisse just flying around everything.
Forgot Jimmy was on the floor tonight.
Yeah, no, you did not feel Jimmy Butler.
Not at all.
Like,
which is weird because you do.
Yeah, his physicality is always there. Draymond, you felt him a little bit here and there, especially every time he took one of those backpack threes. It just seemed to go in.
And he was getting chirpy because he knew the game wasn't going his way.
He was trying to do it. Can we get this?
He was
can
trying
we
to
get
flip
this?
it.
Yeah. And that's what Draymond does. It's why he's so valuable. But I mean, it was a whooping. I mean, that second half was a whooping, and I think it's really interesting. Jeremy Grant, again, comes off the bench and bails him out again. I know it's only been 2 games, but Jeremy has been instant offense. His defense has been incredible. He's getting after loose balls on the floor. He's being hyper-aggressive. He's another guy that's picking up at 60, 70 feet. He's a guy that's flying around. I mean, the play that he tried to make where he got undercut, I think it was Danny or 2 that got underneath him, and he almost landed flat on his back. It was because he was flying from the weak side to come contest a shot at the rim.
Well, shout out to Principal, who said this is the most points a Blazer has scored off the bench in the first 2 games in history. 51 points. Yeah. Danny, sometimes you just got to go big.
Got to go big.
Got to go big. I'm talking the triple bonus jack combo. 3 juicy beef patties, 3 slices melty American cheese, shredded lettuce, pickles, and Jack's secret sauce on a toasted bun, plus fries and a drink. You can order it right now on the Jack app. That's 3 times the beef, 3 times the flavor. Kind of like going on a 9-0 run in the 4th quarter or putting up 36.
Yeah, super
That
helpful.
works too. There's something different about Dick Hanna Subaru.
What's that, Joe?
It's not just about cars, Danny.
What's it about?
It's about people.
I got you.
Yeah, from your very first visit to your first drive, they're focused on making a difference for you and the community. You can really tell they believe in what?
Nice.
Dick Hanna Subaru, where it's all about the people. So many people for the Blazers to talk about tonight.
Yeah, 8 of them in double figures.
8 of them in double figures. That's the first time that's happened in 3 years.
Huh, not bad.
3 years.
Yeah, 139 will do that, but when you get 22 from Jeremy, who start off the bench, he's through 2 games, the 2 most important players in the team are Danny and Jeremy. Period. Danny and Jeremy, offensively, those are the 2 guys. Danny is the guy that is stirring the drink, and Danny is the guy, or Jeremy is the guy that's finishing plays.
What about the guy that got paid recently?
Look, 2's been good. Shaden has struggled.
He has.
I love shout out Eric Gunderson.
Yes, shout out Eric Gunderson.
We were talking about Shea, and I'm like, Shea's locked in. Mentally, he's there. He's not fading. Defensively, he's competing. He's getting to his spots, but there's something wrong with his jumper. Like, I don't know if it's tired legs.
It looks uncomfortable.
Yes.
It doesn't look like
he's not hopping into everything. It's not explosive.
Smooth. It's not sinewy. It's not what you expect from him, which is a really sort of suave way of playing basketball.
Yeah, and Gunderson made a point of like, I wonder if his legs aren't quite there because he's realizing what it takes to be a true 2-way player. And I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of interesting because to play defense at a high level in the NBA, it's taxing. It's finding, and here's the thing, in order to be that guy, the uncomfortable truth is you have to take some possessions off on each side of the floor, knowing when, hey, I need to catch my breath on this possession offensively. We're doing okay. I can kind of decoy this. I can stand in the corner for this possession. Defensively, hey, I can tell the action's not coming this way. I can make sure I'm here. I can back off, get a little bit of space here, catch my wind here. You got to find learning when you can dial back just that little bit so you're not revving the engine all the time is something that you can do, and it's a learned skill.
Well, that's the thing, Danny. It's got to be a learned skill, and everyone is so excited about this style of basketball that is frenetic for 48 minutes, and having the team do that, I would hate for the instruction to be, hey, we gotta rein it in a little bit. I understand what you're saying.
It's not reining it in. It's knowing when to take a step back.
It's knowing when to dial it down, and I understand the point you're making, but I do also think this is a frenetic pace. We got 80 more of these to go. Can they sustain this for an entire season of basketball?
Health permitting, because you remember they're missing 2 guys that are that would normally be in their top 10, and Rob and Scoot.
Sure.
Those are 2 more athletes that can push that pace. You bring Scoot out there, now you're taking a little bit of ball handling duty out of Shaden's hands, right? So there's a way that you can do that. Like most of Shea's shots tonight, they weren't shots that I was like, I don't necessarily like that shot. It was like, oh, that's a fine shot for him.
But to your point, it just looks weird him doing it for some reason. I can't quite figure out what it is.
It's only been 2 games. And
he scored 15 and 17. It's not like he's been below double digits. He's found a way to contribute. It's awful.
There.
Like he's 5 of 15 tonight, 1 of 6 from 3, but 6 of 6 from the line.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He starts 0 for 5 from the field, and what was unfortunate in the 0 for 5 wasn't just the missed shots, was that his first drive, he had no lift. And that was what kind of got us talking about it. I was sitting there going, that didn't look like Shea. It wasn't that he didn't muscle his way there, because he muscled his way there. Shea is incredibly strong going to the rim, not just as a dunker, but just upper body, lower body strength. He moves guys. He's a strong kid. But normally when he elevates and goes through people. Well, he got a shot blocked the first time he drove to the rim. And I was sitting there going, what's going on here, man? And then the next play, he does it again and gets to the free throw line. I was like, hey, there you go. That's the veteran taking over of like, my shot's not there, but you know what I can do? My athleticism allows me to put pressure on the rim, and I'm going to continue to do that. He generates 6 free throws. That's how you can do that on nights when you're not shooting well.
We know what 2 can do defensively, and the thing is always, all right, 2's going to make the leap offensively, right? And he did last year. I mean, from where he was previously to where he got to last year, and now this year, especially, look at his night. 19 points. 7 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, a couple dimes, 3 steals, and just 1 turnover. Knocked down 3 threes.
And forced 2 offensive fouls. Third one that was taken away, which didn't like that call. Didn't like that one? I thought he got there.
Yeah, I mean, Dre immediately was vexed and annoyed by Toumani Kamara. And to do that so quickly, such an advantage.
Yeah, well, Dre got him back.
He did.
Master to the teacher was very much on display there.
No question.
Okay, Draymond, hat tip to you, sir.
Yeah.
But no, two's a monster. Two's a monster, and for him, his game will come out of him knocking down threes. Because if he can knock down threes, that opens up space for him. If he has space, he can work as a screener, he can work as a cutter, he can work as a roll man. There's a couple different plays where he was either running the baseline or looking for the pass in the middle. And Tiago Splitter, to his credit, when the Warriors went zone, and it was a disaster. It was an unmitigated disaster. Pajemski and Steph were up top, and Denny said, food.
Yum, yum.
Because neither of you guys are in my weight class. Weight class exists for a reason, guys. Denny's about 250. Neither Steph nor Pods are anywhere close to that. He turned his shoulder and got to the middle of that zone, which is where the zone is not supposed to let you get to. And once you had that, it was a guy cutting. And the Blazers just feasted at the rim over and over and over again.
Producer Danny, do we have 2?
Maybe.
We thought we maybe had Toumani Kamara sound. We have 2?
Oh.
You guys want to hear from Toumani Kamara? I sure do.
Always play with the same starting 5. Every team is different, so you got to adapt. And I feel like the team that we have, we're able to do that, able to match up with almost any team in the league. I don't see a mismatch against anybody, to be honest.
Teams are starting to come in knowing that you guys are going to push the pace. Do you feel like they're still surprised when they get out there on the court with you guys, just by how fast you are going?
Yeah, for sure. I think even us sometimes looking on the bench, we're like, oh, this game is going fast, But that was the main thing. The main thing that we start the season and the training camp with was making people uncomfortable. Sometimes we're gonna be uncomfortable too, but being able to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, I think is the biggest thing, and I think we're doing a great job at that. And the second unit is also applying a lot of pressure, and I feel like that's the best thing for us. Appreciate it.
Danny, I'm going to ask a simple question.
Go, I'll give you a simple answer.
The Blazers good?
Good enough? good?
No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing like my brain can't really comprehend what that means, because it could mean so many things. Yeah. I think this is an encouraging basketball team. Yeah. And even with what we thought going into the season, what we saw offensively the first 2 games is what's more encouraging to me, because we knew we were going to get the effort. We knew we were going to get the buy-in. Blake Wesley, delightful surprise.
Oh, he's so much fun.
We're all very excited about that.
So much fun.
But the offense being there in the way that it is. I mean, Tease added 10 points tonight. Getting such contributions from all the players, and Shea not even being there, and Scoot not being in the lineup. Like, there's a lot that you can point to and be really excited. And part of me is, frankly, kind of relieved they got the win tonight. I mean, throw the Chauncey stuff out the window. I'm just talking kind of this initial run of games. Like, you got the Jazz next week, but we'll talk about the LA games coming up. But you're going to LA for a couple. Then you go to Utah, that's fine. Then you got Denver coming in.
Oh, it's a tough
The
start.
schedule just not let up. And in the Western Conference, you only got a couple teams where you're like, okay, I feel pretty good about that. And Utah's one of them.
I mean, 2 nights in a row, Blazers have played 10+. Now, Wap and Ryan get in there a little bit late. That's 10 guys, though. Now, the 10th man in Hansen only plays 7 minutes, but you've got 9 guys that, like, they're running deep, and they're doing this without Scoot and Rob. They run deep. So even though they don't have that guy right now, Denny and Jeremy are kind of playing dual Robins, as it were. And if one of somebody else joins them on a given night, if Shaden finds his shot, if Donovan can have a bigger night here or there, if two can have a bigger night here or there. Drew, honestly, we've gone through this entire show. We haven't talked about Drew. Drew's shooting was okay tonight, goes 5 of 12. Finished with 12, 11, and 5. He just does stuff, man.
There's an adult in the room.
Oh, it's a callback to Andre Miller. It's
Great
a callback to Andre
Great
Miller.
call.
Like, I'm gonna play at my speed.
Yep.
I don't care what speed you want to play at, defense of the opponent. You're gonna play at my speed, and there's nothing you can do to speed me up, slow me down. My speed is my speed is my speed, and I don't care. And there's something about that as a calming force. Like, it's kind of funny when he attacks the rim, he doesn't usually attack fast. It's how fast he changes gears and changes speeds. His top end speed is not his top end speed anymore. You know what I mean? It's not.
Sure.
He's not running away from guys like Blake Wesley, like he's shot out of a cannon. But what he does is he goes from slow to fast to medium to slow to fast very quickly. And it's funny. He'll just sit there and kind of look at a guy in a triple threat and just go and throw it up at the rim. And you're like, wait, what? What am I supposed to do with that? And it catches guys off guard because he's just like, oh, you're going to give me this space? I'm going to take it.
It's a really important piece because I think there was this notion that Drew doesn't really want to be here. You know, he's not into it. Doesn't want to come to a rebuilding team. This is a veteran. This is an NBA champion. He doesn't want to be a part of this. And it looks like he is a very vocal, emotional leader for this basketball team. And it's interesting because I think a criticism of the team last year was who's going to be vocal. We want to see some passion, and we saw it come from Denny. But it's like, we have so many flatliners. But I think that we're starting to see more and more guys display more and more emotion. Like, you're not going to see Shea yelling a bunch. No. 2 is a little bit sneaky with it, but you'll see emotion from 2. But having guys like Drew in there who are just professional basketball players who conduct themselves a certain way, Andre is such a great comparison. Not necessarily playing style.
They play different.
They play different, but you're
their IQ and
you're
their feel.
Adding a veteran presence. You're adding stability, and it's nice to have that counterweight to the youngest team in the NBA.
Yeah, and I mean they're a little bit older than they were, but they're a big, strong, physical team. And we didn't get to talk about it much in Game 1, but Julius Randle tried to post up Drew Holiday during Game 1, and both times he tried to back down Drew on one possession. Drew sent him back. He's a 225-pound guard who's just strong as could be. And that strength projects in both his offense and his defense. And it's just, man, there's something about that. When you see that, then you see Denny, then you see 2, then you see Jeremy, then you see Donovan, then you see Shaden, and you start going down the list like, nobody on this team is a punk. Like, nobody's going to get punked. Even though Blake and Tease are skinny guys, they're so fast, they're so twitchy. It's like, you're not going to screen them. You're not going to bother them. They're just going to slide and glide around everything. They're going to ball hawk everybody has some level of toughness and athleticism and grit to them that it just kind of feeds. It's this feedback loop. It just kind of like one thing goes into another. And now through 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss, they had an opportunity to win Game 1. Belt to butt tonight against the Warriors. That thing was a laugher by the start of the fourth quarter.
Belt to butt.
Yeah, well, I can't say the other word, so I was trying to be nice.
I like it.
You like that? I mean, it's after dark, but I'm trying to be nice. We got kids watching.
You know what? Danny Marang gets it. And you ever notice how some places just get it?
They do.
Like Dick Hanna Subaru.
Oh.
They're not just selling cars, they're making a difference right here in the community. That's what Believe in Nice is all about. From your first visit to your first drive, they're with you every step of the way. You know that buzzer beater feeling?
Yeah, Drew Holiday does. He almost got another one tonight.
That's what the new classic Smash Jack is. Juicy smash patty, melty American cheese, lettuce, grilled onions, pickles, and Jack's boss sauce. All stacked on a soft brioche bun for the ultimate MVP meal. It's rated the best burger in fast food.
Ooh, spicy.
And you can order it now on the Jack in the Box app. Grab one and go big, just like your Portland Trailblazers.
Love to see it.
Jack in the Box. Do we have a tweet of the night?
No.
We're working on the tweet of the
Would
night.
you say it's a slam dunk?
We
Joe?
don't have it yet. Yeah, we would say it's a slam dunk. Hey, for those of you that experienced those audio issues, thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. I saw your texts. Yeah, thanks for letting us know. We really appreciate that. We have a tweet of the night, just like
Oh.
that. Our production staff poured through thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets. And there it is.
Good night.
Thank you, Blaze enthusiast. That is your tweet of the night. Submit on the internet. If you send a tweet, we'll find it. If it's good,
We'll probably find it.
we'll find it.
Hey,
Danny, your Portland Trailblazers, they have some centers,
they do.
but sometimes they don't play those centers. The small ball lineup. It's going to work sometimes.
Yep.
It's going to work sometimes.
It's the opponents they played. Minnesota, when
Right.
they brought Young Hansen out, said,
Well-
no. We're going to play him off the floor real quick. Here's Naz Reid. Have fun. The Warriors
Right.
tonight, no Al Horford. We're going to go small.
Well,
have fun.
What's happening on Sunday?
Who are they playing?
Zuats.
That's actually a matchup I want to see because Zoo's going to play minutes.
Sure.
Clippers ran a funky lineup tonight.
Because everyone was so old.
Well, they had Kawhi at the 4. I was like, that's interesting.
Where was everybody else?
You had Harden out there. You had Derek Jones Jr. Kawhi. Who am I forgetting? I'm totally blanking on.
Harden?
Oh, I said Harden. Harden at the 1. There was somebody else out there. Now I was remember looking at that and going, Kawhi at the 4, huh? That's interesting.
Eric Dampier.
No. Dampier's the quarterback right now for Utah. Good close. But no. Clippers are, back and forth.
They're weird.
Just absolutely stomped into a mud hole by the Utah Jazz.
By Will Hardy.
Holy shnikes. Walker Kessler dog walking you was not on my bingo card on opening night. One team may be dealing with the scandal a little bit better than the other. Blazers, Clippers,
Sure.
Scandal. I'm gonna get my shots in. Come on now. But yeah, they have the LA two-step. What do we call this now? Because they're playing in different buildings now.
I don't really think we have one for LA.
Yeah, it's
Like, what do you do in Los Angeles?
no,
You sit in traffic.
when you have two movies, double feature,
Double feature.
like that.
Because it's Hollywood?
It's Hollywood, it's LA, right? Double feature.
I guess, but
Texas
it's,
two-step?
What? It's City Center and Inglewood. Isn't that where the two?
Yeah, you've got LA Live and then Inglewood. Yeah.
Okay.
Intuit Dome.
Is that Intuit Dome is the one with the giant weird wall, right?
Yeah, and you've got the Halo video board.
Have you
and
been
then-
in that building yet?
No, but I've seen so many pictures of toilets. Steve Ballmer loved the fact he has like 1,100 or 1,200 toilets in the building. So
Sick.
So many toilets.
Nice work, Steve.
I mean, he
can
loves
you get teams to work? Call somebody.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
no.
been a nightmare for the past month.
month.
So, the centers specifically, though, I am curious to see how much time Hansen gets because Tiago, I would say like the one stand that he seemed to take in his opening presser was that he called Young Hansen a
Project.
A project. That was the one thing I'm like, okay, interesting. I mean, he got some run early and then he got a couple minutes kind of in garbage time. Is this the pattern you think we see? We give him a shot in the first half, some meaningful
See what
minutes.
happens?
And if he's got it, we go. If he doesn't, he's out.
It's slightly less than the Noah Vonleh Memorial lineup.
Oh,
You
interesting.
remember that?
Sure.
Noah would start.
Does he have it?
Play the first 6 minutes? No. Noah would play the first 6 minutes of the game, be glued to the bench until halftime. Then he would play the next 6 minutes in the third quarter, be glued to the bench the rest of the game. You want Noah? That was very much a Terry Stotts telling Neil O'Shea, you want me to play him? Fine. He gets 12 minutes. If he has something else he can play, otherwise, that's all he gets.
By the way, I just have to say, a little ironic that Terry Bear was in the building tonight. A little ironic, Terry. It has to be said. I wouldn't be doing my job if
And
I
he
didn't
was
say that.
Smiling, laughing, having a good time as Terry.
I'm
always
sure.
does.
Terry, a happy guy.
Yeah.
Happy guy. So your Portland Trailblazers are 1-1. It's been a very weird start to this NBA season.
I think weird undersells that quite a bit. I don't think I have a word for it. But weird doesn't feel right.
I've gotten past disbelief, and I'm
Dystopian.
I'm angry at this point.
It's
Like
just- yeah.
I am angry about it.
Oh,
Like
no,
truly,
100%.
Truly, like it's difficult to articulate how you feel about it. So I really empathize with Tiago Splitter up there. There's so many things that are wrapped up into this whole scandal, and it's not going to go away.
No,
like
and
this is going to be a
that's-
subtext of the whole season.
That was the question I had for Tiago in the postgame. Tiago, how do you manage this in between the games?
Yeah.
Because when the games come on, that's the easy part.
right.
But everything in between, which is significantly more, because this case that's been built for 6 years, it's a federal case. It's not going away. It's going to take a very long time to prosecute. And what's very likely to happen is that more people are going to get wrapped up in it.
This is all we know right now is a
Yes.
very, very little bit of this. And look, let's say Chauncey's exonerated. At minimum, there is a big stink on this franchise because of this.
Yes.
That is the reality of the situation. You cannot escape that. And for that, I am mad as hell because this city has been through a lot in the past few years. And this is another stink because of Chauncey Billups. And it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I just had to say it on the air. I'm pissed off about this, and it sucks.
It does.
Because this city deserves better than this.
It's a
This
betrayal.
team should be a release. And for this to now be wrapped up in embroiled in scandal is terrible.
When they're not playing, you're probably thinking about or talking
Exactly.
about this. Or every good thing.
This is the
it's-
public
it's
perception
always
nationally.
something over the top.
Portland's at it again.
Yeah.
It's on fire. Anyway, your Blazers win. They put up 139 against the
Way to-
Golden State
way to land that
Warriors.
plane.
And
It was a great
they
game.
go to Los Angeles.
Let's see what they do on the road.
They go to Los Angeles. It should be fun. We're going to be here
Should be.
on Sunday. We're going to be here on Monday
Oh, that's right.
to talk about the Hollywood double feature
Yeah, see, look at that. See,
in
it's
Los
working already.
Angeles. Master Splitter. Producer Danny.
Wow.
That's producer Danny. He did it.
Wow.